It's a bit soggy, but it's not as cold as I thought it was gonna be, which is nice. Oh, I'm tired. Last couple of days were really long days, but supposed to talk to a fencing guy today, here in about an hour, to kind of see what our next steps are. Jeremy and I have kind of decided that we are hopefully going to be able to hire somebody to at least get us over the hump to kind of fix the mistakes that we made with the fence. We've kind of, I think, figured out what we did wrong. In theory, probably what the problem was. We built the fence exactly how everybody said to do it, like how the wedge locks said to do it, and it should have worked, but it didn't. And so now we kind of know maybe what we could do differently, but I gotta get these boogers taken care of before slow moving today. After yesterday's adventure, I almost feel like I got a little bit sunburned yesterday. It was not like 50 something degrees, but good morning, Dottie. My eyes are all weird. Hi, Tink Zella. Hi, Tink. I'm ready to be out of here. Really need to spend some time just checking on everybody today. So we've been over there all week, and I haven't spent much time with these guys. It's about time to give boys their vaccinations. I haven't bought those yet. We'll probably do that this week. They're about 4 weeks old, so it's time to do their first round. Since I only have them, and I'm not trying to like give everybody vaccinations at the same time, go pick up a couple of bottles, give them their first round. All the girls are actually due for CD&T as well. I always do in the fall just because that was how the breeders that I bought my girls from had done it. Most people do it right before kidding, but that's just the schedule that we're on. Here you go, Shadow. I don't think it really makes that much of a difference like when you do it, as long as you do it. Are you guys ready for breakfast? Are you guys ready? Is it time for go breakfast? Buns? Nani? I almost walked off without you guys. That wouldn't work. Good morning, kitties. Good morning. Why is your nose always so scratched up, Shadow? Nobody else's nose is scratched up. I don't know what kind of trouble she gets herself into. I have kind of figured out where all these cats come from. There's a neighbor down the street. Looks like she feeds about 15 or 20. And I think we must get the occasional one that wanders down this way. Well, good morning. Wasp, you need to be careful, buddy. Come on, my muddy friends. My muddy friends. Come on. Oh, there's so much mud. Come on, let's go. All the piggies. Gotten past all the rain this morning. Hopefully this is just a short little shower. What do you guys think? Yes, Binks. Are you stuck? Are you stuck? Or are you just mad and want to get out? Oh. Cat threw up. Oh no. It's like somebody got something up their nose and coughed it out everywhere. Everybody looks okay. They look fine. She looks like she's ready to be let out. think whoever started coughing is okay. Sometimes those pellets, those hay pellets for some reason, kind of get them choked. Choke for them is different than like choked for us. And that it gets caught, but it doesn't obstruct their airway. So they're just trying to cough it up. Super uncomfortable for them. And these two don't mind getting wet. Oh, it looks like it was Nani. She's covered in just like slobber. So we'll go check her out. So what happens is it gets caught in their esophagus, not in their trachea, and it just gets like blocked up, kind of like a horse would, like a horse that gets choked. But they usually can kind of cough it up. For some reason those pellets get after them occasionally. I don't know what that's about. But now the bad thing is that'll probably bother her for several days and she'll be coughing. Good morning, boys. Here we go. We'll go around and check on Nani just to make sure she's okay. I think she's fine. She wants a range cube. I don't know what it is. They don't do that on the grain. It just seems to be those hay pellets that they sometimes get caught, and it's probably just eating too fast. Silly girls. We're eating too fast? Huh? Yeah? To get all worked up? Let's not do that, okay? Little treat monsters. I mean, she got it all over. She's gross, but she's still eating. She swallowed that okay. I think she's fine. All right, let's get them cleaned up and some fresh hay. Okay, so everybody's clean and fed, and I did something that I typically don't do. So I'm just concerned. We've got a lot of goats. Granted, I have 2 more goats this winter than I did last winter. I just really want to have everybody an opportunity to have a feeder, and that's really where the outside feeder was supposed to come into place for us, and which will eventually, even if I have to build it, was to give these 2 who were hiding in here a flake just on the ground to eat. These are my 2 lower weight girls. We have wormed them. That does seem to be helping. They eat fine. Nani would rather eat grain than anything else, but this way they kind of have their own hay in there to munch on. Nobody's gonna leave the nice dry barn to come get from them. These 2 are eating in this big feeder. This feeder, 6 goats can get around. We have the feeder space. That's why I've always debated. Jeremy's always told me I need to get rid of Daisy. You can't breed her, can't do much with her, but she was my very first goat, so she's kind of the OG and gets to hang out, but she kind of prevents everybody else from eating. So like, she has this whole feeder to herself right now, and she's at least letting somebody eat at the feeder next door, which sometimes she'll prevent. So that's just her dynamics. Can't fix it. A lot of people will say, well, I have this one really aggressive goat, so I'm gonna get rid of them. It's just herd dynamics in general, and I've seen people get rid of a single goat and they think this goat is really messing up the dynamic of our herd and they're mean and they're awful, and yeah, you can get, I'm sure, like one bad goat. What I found is that I have a couple of dominant girls. If I got rid of one, somebody else would take their place, and it changes. So while Daisy tends to be more dominant just because she's bigger, she wasn't always. When we brought Zelda and Cece in, they were the herd queens for a long time because Daisy had been in pretty poor health. And as Daisy's gotten stronger and has not had babies, she's kind of taken Poppy as her granddaughter under her wing, as her buddy. She's pretty dominant. Zelda's pretty dominant. Twiz is dominant. If I got rid of one of them, another one would just take their place. And I can't get rid of half my herd. That doesn't make any sense. Dominant personalities are just, they're gonna be, you're gonna have one dominant goat. Maybe 2. For me, I have 3. If you have one that's beating the crap out of everybody to you, where you have goats getting hurt, I can understand that. That doesn't happen in my herd. The big thing is everybody has space. That's why I love having stalls that I can lock them up in if it's cold or wet, so I know everybody has a dry place to sleep. But the truth is, their behavior is worse when I'm in here. And I think a lot of goat owners maybe miss that particular fact. These are my helpers. They're not helping me concentrate on what I'm trying to tell you. I love this boy. Somebody please buy him. He's so sweet. When I leave, they all get along fine. Everybody gets to eat. Everybody, like, if I don't roll the tarp door down and it's raining and thundering and it's crazy, they're all in here and they all find a dry spot and it's fine. They all sleep in here at night together. They work it out. It does get a little intense. Daisy will go feeder to feeder and knock people off, but eventually she kind of settles down and everybody can eat. Right now, everybody that wants to eat is eating. I have goats outside eating. I have these monsters crawling all over me. There's space for everybody to eat. But the big thing is I have a lot of goats. I need a lot of feeder space. Lots of people clip their goats in, so they have a collar and a carabiner, and they would clip them to the fence here and spread them out. So they'd have a goat at this end and a goat at this end. They'd put 2 here, 2 here, 2 here. And you can't headbutt anybody when you're chained. You just gotta have enough feeder space. Be able to lock up the more dominant girls that will go feeder to feeder. But I will tell you that you can lock Zelda, Daisy, and Twiz up, who are my biggest offenders. This girl will headbutt people. Bunny and Nani will fight. Pepper has started to do that. Guys, they're gonna fight. As long as no goats are getting hurt and everybody's getting food, I'm not real concerned about it. Your kids are gonna struggle. So like Fernie and Pepper are smaller, so if their mamas don't take care of them, they might not get a space at the feeder. All those things are things to consider. It's why we have as many feeders and as much feeder space as we do. Yes, all right, you win. Okay, bye guys. Hello, buddy. What do you think? Little Teepee Bear? Was it raining? It's been raining all day. Yeah. I hear goats complaining. Should we go check on them? He says, no, Mom. You should just stay here with me. Poor Duggo. I know. You've been a neglected pupper this week, haven't you? Other than you had a giant ham bone to eat. It's really not too bad cold out here, but it is very wet. It's been raining on and off pretty much all day. You guys have just been blowing us up this week. Super thankful for all our new subs and our people who have been with us. I don't have my merch on today. My sweatshirt's in the wash, but just wanted to remind you guys that we have t-shirts and sweatshirts and coffee mugs, everything in our TeeSpring shop. If you're looking for Christmas presents for somebody, what we do through TeeSpring, we have a pig shirt, a goat shirt, and a cow shirt. If you want to check those out, there's a link in the description. Hello! Mama has to go do laundry, the new house, so gotta feed the piggies. Is it dinner? Pork chop's got some slobber. I need to go around and check on Toonie's eye really quickly. I think it's fine. They've grown like 2 inches of hair this week with the temperatures being kind of weird, and it just looks like it's matted. But I want to make sure she hasn't like taken a goat horn to the eye or anything, and I have to like actually take her to get looked at. She seems fine. Those piggles, it's just hard to tell. Hello, I haven't opened a new bag of range cubes, so I don't have any snacks, I don't think. Oh, here you go. Here, May. Oh, don't bite me. Are you guys being dramatic? Yeah? See, pretty much. Can't let our precious goats get wet. No, can't let them get wet. Or cold. My best friend. Alright, hello sweet mama goat. Let's go see if Toonie, I tried to check on it this morning. She isn't really having it. She's With her eating, they're always a little crazy. But with Waffles, horns being like they are, she always getting in his face. Could have got popped. It does look fine. She just looked up at me. What do you think, tuners? Yeah. That looks fine. I think it's just the hair around her eye that I'm seeing. She's got some white hair right around her eyeball. You're all wet, Piggy. Yeah, you're fine. Gotta make sure can't let anything happen to our tuning piggle. We've just been so distracted with how bad that fencing stuff was going that it's not that I haven't looked at everybody, but just needed to spend a little bit more time today checking everybody out. Like this squirt, who's doing excellent. Hello, my sweet girl. I know, her so good. She's got the goopy eyes, but that is from Hey. What do you guys think? Nani, are you okay? It's night time. It looks like the cats have been knocking things on the floor. Have you been knocking things off the shelves? Maybe? Maybe just some things? Good key. Silly! Silly, where are you going? You don't live in there. In here. Take your children. Gave everybody a little dinner tonight. It's gonna have a pretty big temperature drop. It's gonna be pretty chilly. Alright, girls. We'll see you in the morning. You too. Night, Billy. You're such a little snuggly man. Hey, buddy, bro.